This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
And it's time for our first look at sports. Good evening to you, Mark.
Well, good evening, Lisa. And Bangladesh, they're doing a lot better than the Windies. They boosted their hopes of reaching the ICC Cricket World Cup semi-finals by beating Afghanistan by 62 runs at the Rose Bowl today. The Tigers have now moved to within 1 point of England, who are currently occupying that fourth and final qualification spot. Shakib Al Hassan scored 51 as Bangladesh posted 262 for 7 off their 50. But it was with the ball this time where he did real damage, taking 5 for 29 in 10 overs to rip through Afghanistan. The Afghans were bowled out for 247 overs. Well, the tournament continues tomorrow with a big clash between hosts England and defending champions Australia. That game is set for 5:30 a.m. live coverage on MCTV's Channel 308 and Radio 94.7 FM. Now, staying with the World Cup, Windies all-rounder Andre Russell has been replaced in the 15-man squad for the remainder of the World Cup after failing to overcome a left knee injury that significantly affected his bowling. The International Cricket Council says it has approved top-order batsman Sunil Ambrose as a replacement for Russell. Russell played an important role at the start of the Windies campaign, taking 2 wickets in the opening win over Pakistan and another 2 wickets in the loss to Australia. However, he has been struggling since then with his injury, till finally he wasn't selected a couple days ago for the match against New Zealand. Switching sports now, the under-15 secondary school's netball crown is back in Churchill, as defending champions Christchurch Foundation fought back from a deficit after the first quarter to beat Queen's College 21-18 in the final played at the netball stadium. CBC's Anna-Marie Burke reports.
Getting the usual formalities out of the way, the inspection of the nails, team huddle on either side, the girls from Queen's College and the girls of Christchurch Foundation, all hyped and ready to battle out on court for the under-15 title. The girls from Husbands to early control of the contest and receiving a nice overhead pass is goal attack Rashan Hunt, and she sinks it. QC getting the advantage just outside the circle, and again Hunt is in position and makes it count. Don't think Foundation was being totally outplayed. They were keeping it as tight as possible. This advantage called through the contact pulled things back to a 1-point deficit. But 2 quick goals before the whistle went to end the first 15 saw QC gain an edge to end the first quarter in their favor, 7-5. But the beacons finally started to shine as the defense tightened up and the ball's now heading up court. And the pass goes in to shooter Dasani Waith. She resets and sure enough, it's banked. Center to circle, now the Foundation girls really getting their rhythm. Waith again ensuring she is in prime position. This time passing to goal attack Shani Small. Easy does it. QC really struggled this quarter, only being able to score 3 goals. This was one of them. But Foundation got the upper hand going into the half. This goal sealing it at 11-8. Skipping ahead to the final quarter, and Foundation created enough daylight between themselves and the QC girls. The wave to small combo in the circle, working. Here they go again. Watch the pass. And the finish. And the final say was Christchurch Foundation, the under-15 netball queens, with the 21-18 win over Queen's College. The whistle goes, the celebrations begin. Well done to the girls from Churchill. Meanwhile, the third place playoff was won by Harrison College over the Lodge School as they took that game 28-14.
Barbadian star Darian King went down this morning in his attempt to qualify for tennis's next Grand Slam, Wimbledon. King went up against Sergei Sikorsky of the Ukraine, but lost 6-3, 6-2. Now on the track and field, where Mario Burke is the fastest man in Barbados. That's the title one gets from winning the 100 meters at national championships, which is what Burke did over the weekend at the National Stadium. CBC's Melissa Farley reports on the top sprinters at the meet.
Let's get things going with the girls on the 18 100 meters. 8 athletes on the line, and off they go. A level field in the first 50 meters, but the middle will break away. A battle between Adea Brewster and Zaria Graves, but Brewster will take the pick in 12.29 seconds. Graves close behind in 12.31, and Raquela Fagan third in 12.51. The boys on the 18s are ready. Another full field. However, keep your eyes on lane 5 with Mikhail Carvalho. He's the one to beat, but it will have to be in another race because he took this one in 10.92 seconds as the pair of Jamarco Gill and Nathan Ruitt both clocked 11.25. We are moving to the women's open final, and this one was a major upset. Tristan Evelyn in lane 5 returned home from Houston University for this meet and was hoping, spoiler alert, for the win, but she had the stiff challenge of Ariel Jackson, who tipped her on the line and took the race in 11.72 seconds. Evelyn finished behind in 11.74, and Giovanna Gustav was third in 11.86. Now the men's open had 2 sections, and the fastest times determines the overall champ. Here's section 1 up and running. This was a tight one as the field made its way to the finish, and Nicholas Deshawn in 10.68 seconds will take it, but he will finish in 5th position overall, with Brendan Hoyt in 10.74 in 7th, and Ajani Inks 8th with a time of 10.76. They dropped to those positions because section 2 carried faster times, and it all started badly for Burkhart Ellis, who was disqualified due to a false start. And now there are 6 on the line, and a clean start this time. Check out Mario Burke in lane 4 and Ramon Gittings in lane 6 paced down the track for the top times. Burke, the overall champ, in 10.24 seconds. Gittings behind him in 10.36, and Carson Kowalchuk third in 10.55. Melissa Fardy, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Melissa. But in other marquee events, new record holder in the men's 400 meters, Jonathan Jones, didn't disappoint in taking out all comers, while 100th of a second was all that separated Shane Brathwaite and Gregmar Swift in the men's 110 hurdles. CBC's Amory Burke has that report.
All eyes were on lane 6 and Shade Williams to take the women's 400 meters. I'll admit her first 150 was not as quick as the others, but she made her usual move just before the 200-meter mark. And this is where she made all the running. The record of 51.06 looked to be threatened at this stage. But then Shade went into cruise control as she posted a personal best of 51.48 seconds to take the national title. Tia Adena Bell claimed second in 53.20, with the US-based Lisa Ann Barrow taking third. The men's race had just as much anticipation. Jonathan Jones has been having an amazing season and was tipped as a favorite. Down the backstretch, everybody's still holding their own, but here comes Jones in the orange and white of his University of Texas Longhorns. Just about 150 to go off the bend, and he takes command, actually looking in cruise control, and he comes in comfortably, stopping the clock at 45.69 seconds. Kamal Short Baines is in for second, 46.55, with St. Vincent's Brandon Paris third, 46.57. And to the race that produced the closest finish of the championships, the 110-meter hurdles. The showdown between Gregmar Swift and Shane Brathwaite. The attack of the first 4 hurdles saw Swift in full command, but watch Brathwaite charging back to the line, and it's Brathwaite. Let's watch it again. Swift celebrates a little too early. The CAC and national champion retains his title. The time, 13.43 seconds. Our athletes are in prime form. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.